The United States is banning 9 synthetic food dyes linked to health risks, but Canada is keeping them on store shelves. That's a mistake. On the 22nd of April 2025, the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Food and Drug Administration announced they would ban 9 petroleum-based dyes from U.S. foods before 2028. These artificial colorings give vibrant hues to candies, soft drinks, and snack foods. The agency's directors said the additives presented health risks and offered no nutritional value. In August, the FDA targeted Orange B and Citrus Red No. 2 for even quicker removal. The good news for Canada is that Orange B was banned here long ago in 1980, while Citrus Red No. 2 is barely used at all. It is allowed at 2 parts per million in orange skins. Also, Canada reduced the maximum permitted level for other synthetic dyes following a review in 2016. The bad news for Canadians is that regulators will keep allowing 7 dyes that the US plans to ban, with one possible exception. Health Canada will review erythrocene next year. Called Red 3 in the US, the FDA banned it in 1990 from cosmetics and drugs applied to the skin, but waited decades to do the same for food. All 9 dyes targeted by the FDA have shown evidence of tumors in animal studies, often at doses achievable through diet. Over 20 years of meta-analyses also show each dye increases the risk of attention deficit hyperactivity disorder in 8 to 10% of children, with a greater risk in mixtures. At least 7 dyes demonstrate broad-spectrum toxicity, especially affecting the liver and kidneys. Several have been found to show estrogenic endocrine effects, triggering female hormones and causing unwanted risks for both males and females. 6 dyes have clinical proof of causing DNA damage, while 5 show microbiome disruption in the gut. 1 to 2% of the population is allergic to them, some severely so. The dyes also carry a risk of dose dependency or addiction, especially when multiple dyes are combined, a common occurrence in processed foods. U.S. research suggests the average child consumes 20 to 50 milligrams of synthetic dyes per day, translating to 7 to 18 kilograms per year. That's 16 to 40 pounds. It might be less for Canadian kids now, but even half that annual amount doesn't sound healthy. The question is how to properly regulate these dyes. Regulators don't dispute that scientists have found tumors and other problems in rats given large amounts of the dyes. What's less clear are the implications for humans with typical diets. With so much evidence piling up, some countries have already taken decisive action. Allura Red 40, slated for removal in the US, was previously banned in Denmark, Belgium, France, Switzerland, Sweden, and Norway. However, these countries were forced to accept the dye in 2009 when the European Union harmonized its regulations across member countries. Nevertheless, the EU has done what Canada has not, and banned Citrus Red No. 2 and Fast Green FCF Green 3, as have the UK and Australia. Unlike Canada, these countries have also restricted the use of erythrocene Red 3, and whereas product labels in the EU warn that the dyes risk triggering hyperactivity in children, Canadians receive no such warning. Canadian regulators could defend the status quo, but there's a strong case for emulating the EU in its labeling and bans. Health Canada should expand its review to include the dyes banned by the EU and those the US is targeting. Alignment with peers would be good for health and trade, ensuring Canadian manufacturers don't face export barriers or costly reformulations when selling abroad. It's true that natural alternatives present challenges. Dr. Sylvain Charlebois, a food policy expert and professor at Dalhousie University, said that while natural alternatives, such as curcumin, carotenes, paprika extract, anthocyanins, and beet juice, can replace synthetic dyes, they come with trade-offs: less vibrancy, greater sensitivity to heat and light, and higher costs. Regardless, that option may soon look better. The FDA is fast-tracking a review of calcium phosphate, Galdieria blue extract, gardenia blue, butterfly pea flower extract, and other natural alternatives to synthetic food dyes. Canada should consider doing the same, not only for safety reasons, but to add value to its agri-food sector. Ultimately, we don't need color additives in our food at all. They're an unnecessary cosmetic that disguises what food really is. Yes, it's more fun to have a colored candy or cupcake than not. What's less fun is cancer, cognitive disorders, leaky gut, and hormonal disruptions. Canada must choose.